All right, the button has been pressed. The light has turned green, and we are all set and ready to go for another episode of Super Robot Sundays here on Sound Goblin Gaming as we continue our playthrough of Super Robot Wars 30. I'm, as always, Bograt.
I'm Travis.
I'm Shiv.
I'm Hunter Green.
And I'm Vincent.
And, yeah, we'll get right back to it. Not really a whole lot to talk about. It's just time to go.
Yep. Sure. There we go. All right, and continued cleanup. Yeah, I don't think we care about any of this.
I don't think there was anything specific, but I can pull up the list again real quick. Let me see. Yeah, because we already got Limiter off for the Barbados. We got the Tatsumaki Zankanto for Daigengar. Other ones that actually at least unlock something without equal get us the new attack for the Ryuko. Awakening Instincts gets us something for Ultimate Dankuga. It's like there is stuff we can unlock, but none of it is
Stuff we're actually using.
terribly important.
Yeah.
Oh god, they're having the ellipses off. We're gonna talk. Yeah, then talk about something. Kind of rude.
All right.
Blackwing actually might be worth doing.
Yes, because that probably gets us the
Carboys.
yeah, I think it does.
Yeah.
More specifically, gets us in our ship.
Well, it moves us on progress toward all that.
Okay.
Vroom, vroom.
And if we hadn't previously gotten it, this is also where you get like high mobility attack for the Ikaruga. The Ikaruga and Zindel stats go up, etc., etc. But we already did all that with the optional missions, so
Yeah. Not having high mobility attack by now means you're just not using the Ikaruga. Because
Pretty
it'd be
much.
impossible to not have that otherwise.
Makona the power up.
Don't worry, Hikaru. I'll look up 3 extra arms for you, and then you can do the same thing the Ikaruga does.
I mean, they're not wrong, but
Obligatory getting the Zam. Auto Zam. Alright, everybody, you know the drill.
As of this, I've completed my final, at least what I'm hoping is my final capture mission. Well, technically this morning wasn't a capture mission, but I finished getting everyone to rank 5. I know at least rank 5 to 6 is not going to have any capture mission.
さと強さは比例しない。これは全力でとどめだ。ディラントンがこんなにあっさりと。
MS
ウルトラマンの力だ。
Yeah, MS level up materials. Like over 2,000 gold ones. Because I'm just not leveling anything at this point. I did end up URing the Hyperion and the Aquarius.
I did URs for the Red Zeta.
Yeah, I'd already done the Red Zeta. So I'm now at 3 of the 5. Yeah, 3 of them are there. And since I'm still a ways off from getting the other materials needed to get them to their second. Yeah.
And survive the hits that occur here.
I've looked up something and I could theoretically do it. No, I need to run a few C missions more. There is a loadout that is all meteors. First team is all freedom. Second team is all justice. And apparently that team can make it through it. It's just, that's a lot of grinding those meteor metals to get them.
Is manually run those hard a lot.
Pretty much. That's actually one of the reasons I UR'd the Hyperion. Is one of the other teams I've seen for that setup does use it. The only thing that I can't get out of that team is that team has the UR Justice. I am kind of hoping in the future that they do a second, like, consistent assembly thing that is just stuff from the limited banners. Just like once they have enough for a full loadout, similar to the regular one. Just make the banners have like a higher rate for those ones.
They can't get people to spend lots of money on them.
I mean, this is like in the future when they've gotten to the point where it's like, sure, we could repeat these banners, but we have other banners we are going to be bringing in.
Just run a repeat banner and a new banner at the same time.
Oh, that's fair.
That way, if you missed them, you can spend lots of money to get both. Have you considered the fact they talked about bumping up the number of things to get in your mailbox at a time?
No, I did not.
Like max quantities of things? Because things that you and I would have small, hundreds of, people have 10,000 plus.
Jeez.
The people who have pure 3-star UR teams for the Master League.
Oh my god. I'm just
Those
happy
people
I
are
made.
spending hand over fist.
I'm just happy it was possible to make it into Master Rank without having to be away.
I was able to get 150 points of Master Rank. For a lot of things.
I'm just happy that it's possible. Like, that was my immediate concern was, like, oh, you have this pseudo PvP event. The people that are spending, hundreds and thousands of dollars on this game are it's pay to win. But, no, you can make it to that final rank without doing it. So it's like, okay, yeah, that's fine.
And the differences between different ranks in the final rank are negligible at best, realistically. I think you got like 40 gems less than me or something
Yeah.
tiny like that. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I got the 60k point reward as opposed to you getting 150k point. And yeah, no,
But it's like
the amount of
20
materials was,
gems per level. It starts at like 1400. So
yeah, and it didn't even get you anything extra out of the metal shop. So it's like, yeah, no, it's. Hell, the difference between Master and Diamond wasn't even that much in rewards.
got more of the actual limited currency. More
You did
expensive.
get more, but of the important stuff that mattered for that,
still have enough.
you still would have been yeah.
It means if you save up for like a year, it's really expensive thing. Like a month or two sooner.
Yeah, pretty much.
マジンガーの力を見せてやろうぜ
Prioritize my SP.
Oh yeah, no, SP tokens and I think they have UR tokens.
They do have the tokens to do.
Granted, it's 20 and you need 100 for.
You really meant to get those from the expert missions. At least the one.
Endless Roads, yeah.
Endless Roads.
Which, you know, once again, fun. Like I have seen people like I just discussed. I have seen people make teams that have no gotcha units whatsoever, entirely development thing.
Yep.
Most of them just require, you know, get done the grinding for those
Yeah, you have to grind
those
get
rare
all
metals.
the same- Get the right stuff. I think I could probably get one done if I bothered really finagling out the team for it. Because
Seed
I
is supposedly still the easiest.
well, it's like I definitely have the damage to get on like 1 and 2. The issue is I just don't survive the clapbacks on the hits.
yeah.
So I think if I made a team that specifically like attackers with sway, so they could swing in without dying.
Yeah,
A
Sway
bunch,
is
a
so
bunch
good.
of supporters get extra hits in on all things, and then just make sure to have like 2 or 3 sacrificial defenders in each team get annihilated.
Yeah.
The real problem is that it's the A1. The like original usage here. Every unit that has like a map attack.
Yeah, that is still. Oh, actually, I don't know as of the 2 that just got added, but of the first 3, that is the hardest one by far.
Like the Ultimate Series one actually has dead zones next to both the top and bottom units. So as long as you stay in those dead zones far enough away that the middle unit can support, you can get free hits in them.
Yeah, I almost got the seed one done. My biggest issue is movement. Just because it's a two-way. If you destroy a certain amount, then
You have to make sure to do like move into position for the second fun. I think I've lost that one solely because like I got a case where I defended on an attack rather than clapping back.
yeah.
Like
no.
I've been very close.
Like that is the thing is like I have almost gotten victory. If it were a 5-turn instead of 3-turn thing, or hell, even a 4-turn thing,
No
I'd-
problem.
yeah.
5-turn thing for me.
like even a 4-turn thing, I'd have the victory on that one. But the fact that it's 3 turns, like I can't get enough forces up there to do enough damage to the Amatsu gold that pops up there. I can get close, but no, otherwise I can't move enough suits up there.
I can see what my closest level 90 is that I use for that one. Just bump it up to 100 with the SP2. See if that's enough to push me over.
That being said, I do think the Expert Endless Road missions are well designed because they do require you to have really good usage of all of the buffs and debuffs
They
that
require
attacks
you to
have.
actually think as opposed to just hit the auto form button. It's on the highest
Yep.
strength things you have. It's one of the things I actually did like about Master League trying to get all points was like, okay, what if I change the, like swap this thing and change these position, this guard counter block will happen here.
Yep.
Like I could change stuff around and see meaningful changes occur because you can challenge each person like 5 times.
Yep.
So it could be a case of like, okay, well if I change this around, that's been happening. If I change this around, he should guard. Keep that in line. Maybe that guard can kill that. Because you don't need to fully defeat all the teams to get the point. It's to get your score.
I do find it absolutely hilarious that Geo Metro takes this opportunity to show up and be like, "Ah, now I've brought my ultimate weapon. Fight me, Hikaru." And we're like, "No, and go keep fighting each other."
As it should be.
Geometra's here again. Don't engage.
Don't give him the time of day. Just
Hey, he can get that from the clock in his car.
Exactly.
but he is the clock. In unrelated gaming news, the recent patch to Fantasy Life, a major boon to farming. So initially, for farming, you hit the A button when you're on a patch you want to put seeds on. And so your farming grid is 3x3. And you would do the patch you were on, and then you have to go step and do the next one.
Well, okay. You would do the patch you were on, unless the game you were decided you were 3 centimeters too far to the left, in which case you would water an empty patch.
That's correct. And watering only.
And if you water
That's
an
a
empty
weird
patch and then
range.
put seeds on that patch, it unwaters the patch.
And watering isn't like a set amount that it waters. It does a pseudo arc.
Some amount of patches based on your positioning, sometimes skipping over patches between 2 patches that otherwise get watered.
Oh yeah, no, it was terrible. And these were both on the same button. So the recent patch made it so when you step onto a thing that doesn't have seeds and you hit it, if you have enough seeds, it seeds all 9 spots.
Does the whole 3x3.
And then on a different button now, you press to do the exact same thing for water. The biggest annoyance for me, because of the way patches are deployed, the Switch one is on the earlier version still, even though it has cross-save. So if I'm like over here and I forgot to take care of some seed stuff before I left,
You have to deal with the old stuff.
it's so bad.
Yeah.
And it's so much worse knowing how good it will be.
I kind of like the idea of your characters. I'm just swinging away a watering pail around like an idiot, completely missing actions and turns.
No, it gets bad.
It was very funny.
I know how to water.
Like, granted, it looks funny now because you run to the center square and just go wee and toss stuff out. But on the other one, it was for like watering, like whatever.
Flail a watering pail around. I missed that patch of dirt. Whatever.
I'm a level 69 farmer. I still have not learned how to actually water these things properly.
It's been doing good enough.
Well, that's okay. You don't get experience by planting seeds
Nope.
or watering. You get experience by harvesting demon onions. And
Dude, I love.
I mean, technically speaking, even Stardew only gets you farm with defense.
Oh look,
Yeah.
random distractions.
yes, but Stardew also doesn't have you harvest demon onions and
Sometimes.
potatoes with mustaches.
Exactly. I was gonna say, sometimes
Ah, seed-grown potato.
when you are growing a vegetable as a sprout, it will sparkle. And that means all 9 in that plot will fuse into one giant monstrosity that you have to do a mini game to, quote, fight it. Because it's only vulnerable from specific spots.
Right.
It's so fucking dumb, and I love it.
I mean, it's just the way to give farming the same mechanics that all the other gathering classes have with sweet spot stuff.
Yep. I'll be honest, I kind of wish some of the other harvesting stuff used the farming system. Because I like those arrows better than the, oh, where's the sweet spot? It moved again! You fucker! You sentient rock.
You have problems with the sweet
Oh, I
spot
don't.
moving. You're sucking.
Oh, no, I figured it out because A, I have the power that allows you to look for it, and B, I figured out that it goes on an axis of 8.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, also, it doesn't actually move that often.
So, on the big, like, special ones, it'll move after 5 hits.
Yeah, and usually by the
Do
time
one
I've
of
got,
the 8 and sometimes just get right
and
on
usually
it.
by the time I've gotten 5 hits in on it, there's like 3 pixels of a health bar left. Who cares?
Are you doing, like, the high-end ones yet?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Like, granted, I'm not well, no, in the current treasure grove I'm in, I am starting to fail some of them. But that's simply because they're like level 80 rocks, and I'm still level like low 70s.
Oh well, that's why.
Yeah, no, like I know why. Like that's also I also know how to fight it or how to fix this. I'm doing level 700 dungeons now, or not level, but age 700.
Yeah, 700 a year.
So I'm doing appropriate level rocks and getting XP. I finally reached hero rank on all my combat jobs. Now I just need to grind XP on them to unlock those hero skills. I don't know what it is about Mercenaries, it's starting to feel as good in this one as it did in the original.
Which is funny because it's literally the only combat job I have. Because why would I want to do anything else if I could just hit things with a big fucking sword?
It just feels slower and clunkier than it did before. That said, Magician's got a very good overall for it. They changed it from having the 4 elements for the spells it would do to having an attack, a defend, and a heal mode. And the element of your attack is based on the element of your status. I have also discovered the trick to high-level XP grinding for crafting classes. Redoing abilities on things gives a just ton of XP. Really like that attack, don't you?
Yep.
Okay, it's like you let that one play a lot.
Well, a lot. Play a lot.
The music is also just pretty good for it.
Oh, that's fair. I don't have the music to go by. Right, looks like he's just done with this shit already.
Yeah, I just wanted to learn it more.
I'm just seeing like Bright's face is like, yep, we're doing this still.
I mean, this is NT Bright. He is definitely done with this shit.
Fair. Yeah, I think about it. Of all the characters in UC Gundam, Bright has seen the most shit. He's not even a pilot. Who's this loser?
I'm fairly certain this is the mad scientist from last time. Yep.
Yeah, my comment about loser didn't change.
From my perspective, it is the Jedi who are evil.
Shush.
Yes, I suspect from the perspective of an idiot it would.
I just love where you say chiming in. He doesn't get what robots is about. That makes me angry. Oh no, it's not just a wyvern, it's Truckosaurus.
Oh god, Stalker's back.
Oh yeah, we have that fodder.
Yeah. I think you're using that word wrong. We were in the middle of a fight. Shut up.
Girls, I'm sorry my DeviantArt persona came to life and tried to kill me.
I think that would be more acceptable.
We're all the way back there.
敵に見つかる前に翼の出力を限界まで最大パワー。イエス、いっちゃって
また一人ぼっちになるのは嫌。光には仲間なんていらない。私だけいればいい。
分かってたから。
This above everything else we've done is the funniest one.
Yes.
人々を守るために俺は戦う。
Just one soldier on foot. What is he going to do?
Oh God!
まずいところに当たりましたね。冷静に分析している場合ではないぞ。私の領分を犯すのは不愉快極まりない。インシニエイトフレームだ。放て。
How did we miss?
Person who's only played Night Rain recently. This guy's got some real Nameless King energy.
Suck.
Or lightning attack he got there. It'd be a shame if I were just to dash through and slash him.
Ah, the iframes.
応戦の許可は下りている。ここはTバスターで。
一体お前は何なんだ。やる
Wow,
よ
rude. Jesus, Sakara, you can't just ask people, what are you?
嘘。私とルガリアが負けた。
Get fucked. Nova, after killing no one, claims she will kill everyone that runs away like the gremlin she is.
Hikaru, remember when I said I'd kill you last?
I lied.
I lied. I'm not going to kill anybody. Incompetent.
I mean,
That was when they
it's not that she
realized.
lied. It's more that she's just not capable of killing anyone else to kill her last.
And that's when they realized that when Nova said, I'll kill everyone, she really meant, I love you. But it was still creepy.
I'm pretty sure she's outright says she loves you and also wants to kill you.
Yep.
Yes. She wants to kill Hikaru because Hikaru belongs to her and no one else.
Crazy stalker girl.
How many of the problems of Magic Knight Rage do you think we solved with just a single therapist in their world?
Plenty.
They wouldn't be Magic Knights.
I can't believe
They
I, in
didn't
my
even think
psychology degree, got isekai to another world.
Completely tangentially, based on the joke that Krampus made there a second. You ever imagine how little the kid from The Princess Bride must have gotten away with because his granddad is fucking Columbo? You ain't pulling off shit.
オーラシオコジャンソさん
So what?
決着をつけましょう。
You said you were here
これが
last
力
night.
を見せる時です。全力全開でいきましょう。
So you said last night you were going over to Johnny's to study, but something is bothering me about that.
Now, my wife, your mother.
Your grandma.
It's an entire Columbo breakdown of its own kid. I like to imagine after a while, she's like, yeah, no, I fucking went over to Sarah's house. What do you want me to tell you?
this wasn't a total trouncing. I'm not satisfied.
Are you asleep?
This is exactly the tuxedo mask gif. I must be off, but you didn't do anything.
Like, not only I must be off, it's my job here is done.
Yeah.
To their credit, pretty much wholly accurate to Lantis' actual role in actual Rares, too.
Not wrong.
Oh no, we're in trouble. Rune God Lantis shows up. I have not substantially improved the situation. Oh, we got through it. I'm out of here.
Thank you, Tuxedo Mask.
Thank you for being here, and yeah, that's it. That's all you did.
Thank you for taking up space. Lantis really ties the room together.
Basically, Soggy has to be getting the shit kicked out of her. Then Tuxedo Mask will show up and I don't know, throw a rose or some shit.
Show up and say that he believes in her.
And then she's like, oh right, I could use a more powerful attack and wins.
Sailor Moon, you can win this. I know. Go away.
Do you? Because I saw what was happening earlier.
Okay, honestly, I was just feeling it so you'd show up.
This is like a Monster of the Week trash thing. Come on, just kill it.
Like I said, I was failing
Do
about.
you want me to go get Mercury? She can take care of this.
No, I was failing about so you'd show up. That's it. It is well established. I have a crush on you.
You realize I like meet you nearly every day, not this persona. Are you that dense?
Wait, that's you? Oh shit.
Ah, screw this. Where's Ray?
I thought that was the Moon White Knight.
You're Joel.
No, I'm done.
I don't like to talk about that time of my life.
He was perfectly fine in that time of his life. His tuxedo just got dirty. He had to go to the cleaners. So he wrapped a towel around his head and kept fighting. I surely have another costume, right? Ah, fuck.
Shit. Well, I got this bathrobe.
Good enough.
Oh, look, plastic sword from Party City.
Piece of cardboard wrapped in foil around.
Yeah, basically, as long as we do anything but Beyond Light and Darkness, we're good.
Alright, it's either terrible Aladdin cosplay or Dracula.
Dracula feels too close to the initial shtick.
I
Let's
was
go.
gonna say.
Terrible Aladdin cosplay. God, Party City selection is terrible. I'm trying to get outfits in March.
Alright, let's continue with the endless Elgime plot. I take it this isn't another mission where we have to blast Nay into deep space.
Nope.
I mean, I'm going to anyways, but
I don't remember if Nay actually shows up in this one.
What purpose do you fight? How very glib.
So a fun thing that's happened now that the Final Fantasy MTG set has actually come out.
Yeah.
So one of the cards that is actually like absolutely top tier in black in limited, and just in general top tier in limited, like it's one of the best cards in the set for limited, is Xenos.
Yeah, not surprising.
So it is extremely common for people that are in the know to scream out a test of your reflexes as they play him.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Also, so there's a whole series of artifact equipments that are basically all based on the 14 jobs and have a whole thing called job select, where basically when you actually play the equipment itself, it actually creates a 1/1 hero token that it attaches to.
Okay.
And in a hilarious twist of irony, one of the most effective ones is Ninja.
Of course it is. I guess not everything can be a one-to-one with the actual.
Well, it's specifically because of how the ninja's blades actually works. The base effect itself is not super great. It is actually one of the cheaper ones to equip if it gets knocked off the initial target, but it is just a +1/+1 and the creature is a ninja. However, the other effect it gets is whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, then discard a card, that player loses life equal to the discarded card's mana value. So it is not uncommon to hit somebody with a ninja and then launch an Adamantoise into their face, which is fucking 8 converted mana cost.
Okay.
I also love all the alternate art version or all universes beyond versions of basically CEDH staples.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole bonus sheet.
Yes.
The bonus sheet is fucked. The bonus sheet has lightning bolt. Fucking hell.
I just love sitting down to a serious game and pointing out, like, here's my partner commanders, these 2 different Final Fantasy characters.
Yeah.
Or here's my gold. Yeah. Here's my Godo deck, starring Gilgamesh.
Yeah, the Xenos card at its core is 2 black, 3 colorless for a 4/4. His special ability is called My First Friend. When he enters, you choose a creature an opponent controls. Until end of turn, creatures other than Xenos and the chosen creature get -2/-2. When the chosen creature leaves the battlefield, you transform Xenos into Shinryu Transcendent Rival, which is an 8/8 flyer. As it transforms into Shinryu, choose an opponent. When the chosen player loses the game, you win the game.
Real people die if they are killed in Legend.
No, it's if you just.
It's for multiplayer games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So you basically take, if you guys kill that guy, I win.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also great. One of the better black direct removal cards is just Sephiroth stabs a bitch. It's literally called Sephiroth's Intervention. The artwork is literally Sephiroth diving down with the Masamune coming downwards. It's 1 black and 3. It's just straight up destroy target creature. You gain 2 life.
Someone had a Masamune letter opener that they stabbed through the Aerith card.
そこをどけ
Bless you.
Fun fact, Meager shields only really work against energy weapons.
That being said, Sephiroth himself is also kind of turbo fucked.
Oh?
3/3 for 3, 1 black, 2 colorless. Whenever Sephiroth enters or attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, draw a card. Whenever another creature dies, target opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. If it is the 4th time this ability has resolved this turn, transform Sephiroth, who transforms into Sephiroth One-Winged Angel, who's a 5/5 flyer and has Supernova. As this creature transforms into Sephiroth One-Winged Angel, you get an emblem with whenever creature dies, target opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. Whenever Sephiroth attacks, you may sacrifice any number of other creatures. If you do, draw that many cards.
Jesus.
Kane, you will be happy to hear, is dog shit.
Good. I saw another one of those every Final Fantasy with a like simple description. And FF4 was quite literally, Kane, you son of a bitch, stop betraying me.
He's so fucking bad. 1 black, 2, 2/4. Jump. During your turn, Kane has flying. Whenever Kane deals combat damage to a player, that player gains control of Kane. If they do, you draw that many cards, create that many tap treasure tokens, then lose that much life.
Cecil, I'm your best friend. By the way, I'm betraying you. Again. Again. We're our best friends, so you're gonna forgive me every time.
剣山友よ
This time I won't be tricked by the obvious evil.
Also, the thing that's very funny, and like I understand why they did it because there's some mechanical necessity to it, but like in a set that has probably near onto the ratio of legendary creatures as something like a fucking Kamigawa, none of the summons are legendary.
No.
I think at least one.
I would imagine if any of them are, it would probably be Bahamut.
Bahamut absolutely is not.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and as far as I know, Bahamut isn't.
Summons were all sagas, right?
Yes,
Yes.
they're all enchantment creature sagas.
Yeah. I know one, but it's a very, very awkward one.
Which one?
Terra.
There's not a.
She is on her backside.
No, she's
That's
an escort.
Moduin. That's Moduin, not Terra.
Are you looking at the right Terra? Because there's more than one.
You can keep trying, I'll look it up.
Yeah.
Like I've seen the Esper form Terra as a card, but even then, that's not a summon. Which is specifically half Esper.
It falls in rules for the summon in the set, basically.
Yeah, she is a saga, but she is still not a summon.
Yep, summon isn't on the tagline, I guess, but
No, literally, the summons are called summon.
Yeah.
Such and such.
but that is literally the only difference. She is still an enchantment saga creature.
Yes, I'm not saying none of these saga creatures are legends. I'm saying none of these summons are legends.
I mean, to some extent makes sense, because realistically, anyone who knows how to just summon when it summons.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Also, there's a lot. These summons appear over and over again in a bunch of different games, so you could justify that as a way of them not being legendary, except there's also Sid.
There's
Okay.
also Sid.
I was gonna say, just because people have a common name doesn't make that legendary.
Yes, except they're all the same card.
That's amazing.
They only do one Sid card. It's just
No,
like a
no,
regular Sid.
no. There's like 13 Sids. They're
But
all
they
the
all-
same card. They're all the same legendary creature. Literally, there's different artwork for every Sid there has ever been.
That,
Okay.
Yeah, no, the second he said that, I'm like, oh, okay, I know where they're going with this. And I approve.
Furthermore,
Yes, it is literally Sid Timeless Artificer.
Okay.
I'd have to look up on Strifefall, but I think there's 15 versions.
I think so. That sounds right.
So it's just the same card. It's not something.
It also has the text of you can put a number of Sids in your deck.
There are technically 16 if you count the full art.
There's still legendary creatures with one out of
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're still exactly the same
You
card.
could have 15 in your deck.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh no, you could have like
Any number.
number.
Your deck can literally be nothing but Sid Timeless Artificer.
Oh my god.
Yes, it is actual text on the card. A deck can have any number of cards named Sid Timeless Artificer.
I wonder...
Which plays directly into the actual mechanic of Sid. So it's cycling one white, one blue. So, pay 1 white, 1 blue, discard this card, draw a card. Artifact creatures and heroes you control get +1/+1 for each artificer you control and each artificer card in your graveyard.
進ませない
You cycle around your graveyard.
弱しました
Do they have Sid from Tactics?
No,
No,
they didn't do tactics.
it's all numbered only.
Oh, okay, just the number one?
Yeah, they didn't
Yes.
do any side games.
That is unfortunate.
It would make sense actually as a timeless artificer.
I mean, there's a number of Sids that don't make sense as Timeless Artificer.
Not that many.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I don't think 8 actually created
He
anything.
built the garden.
I just thought he was management. I don't think
No,
he was-
he built the fucking
okay.
thing. He was absolutely an inventor.
I don't remember 75. Oh, wait, no, I did. Yeah, no.
Oh, Grandpa.
Yeah, Grandpa. Don't think Sid exists in 1?
Correct. That's why there's only 15.
Okay. Yeah, and I haven't played enough of 2 to have met him there.
I think many people have.
Two is one of the few that you could almost argue, except he was also the guy that made the airship in 2.
Okay.
Or at least owned the airship. It's never explicitly said that he made it, but
Yeah.
it is implied that he owns the airship because he's the one that built it. Yeah, the technical quote-unquote default Sid is actually 14 Sid,
Okay. Yeah.
but then all the others are like in order in this.
I'd have to play through it. I don't remember 16 Sid actually doing any creating. His daughter did. Who, unsurprisingly, is named Mid.
Known to his friends as Sid, this soldier turned outlaw strives to build a place where persecuted bearers and exploited dominants can die on their own terms. A man of science, he also conducts research into how one might live in the dead's lands, as he and his band of fellow heretics must.
That's true. Yeah. Okay.
I also haven't played N 16 to no, but yeah, clearly he
Which,
is.
which Sid do they do for 15? Do they do the
Old
old
man. Yeah,
Okay. Like, you could get away with doing Sydney.
you could, but they didn't. It is Old Man Sid. Like, unfortunately, FF9 Sid is not an Oglop.
That is unfortunate.
The art is him as his human form.
That should have been an alt art option.
All the non-14 Sids are already alt art options.
Fair. I don't remember 13 Sid at all. Which, oh no.
14th Sid technically the correct Sid all day long.
He's considered the default Sid. Any non-14 Sid is considered alt art. That's why I like the one that's the full art Sid is the full 14 art.
Like, I'm not saying I don't think he was an artificer. I'm just saying, like, I actually don't remember anything about him in 13.
He was the brigadier general who commanded the Lindblum.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's about as significant as any other character
Yeah,
in 13,
I was
basically.
gonna say.
He's probably the one you could most argue as not technically being an artificer, but he's still like in command of an airship.
Yeah, I was gonna say 12, but no, that Sid was Balthier's
absolutely.
father, and yeah, abso-fucking-lutely was an artificer.
Yeah.
Wi-Fi difficulties.
There it is.
I also don't know anything about 11s, but I'm not like can't argue it. So
If I remember correctly, I think he's just literally like a blacksmith,
okay. So similar to 4s then.
basically.
Might be my favorite playable Sid. No, I take that back. FF7 Remakes Sid is my favorite playable. Oh, he's not playable yet. Never mind.
I haven't gotten to that disc yet.
No. I think he may. No, Vincent was the AI one. Yeah, Sid hasn't even been a combat character yet.
Yeah. But yes, one of the metas that is emerging in the Final Fantasy set for Magic is if you are running Golgari, ninja blading hilarious things in people's faces.
Yeah, whenever anything says convert a mana cost, it is inevitably something hilarious and stupid.
Yep.
And it's generally going to be, in this instance, Golgari, specifically because Ninja Blades is the black card.
Yeah.
It's going to be whatever the thing that hurls something with CMC and green.
Yep.
Oh no, we have to hold out for 3 turns.
How will we?
This is still the first turn, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
because again, hilarious things you get to hurl with green with the ninja blades if you're going Golgari. The Ancient Adamantoise, which is a 3 green, 5 colorless, 8/20.
Sounds about right. And it reminds me of a game I kind of want to see another one of, but I don't think we'll ever see. I'd love to see another Final Fantasy Explorers.
Reinforcements.
The Colosseum Behemoth, which is 7 CMC. Diamond Weapon, which is 9.
Unsurprising. I'm assuming it's 7's Diamond Weapon.
Yes.
Okay. Not the Dendrobium?
No.
Oh wait, no, we were on the Dendrobium.
We were on the
Yes.
Fine.
Yeah, it was the Noisiel. But yes, Diamond Weapon, which costs 9, except you never pay 9 for it.
Oh?
It costs 1 colorless less for each permanent in your graveyard.
Okay, yeah, you never pay 9 for it.
Jumbo Cactuar, which is a 7 CMC, except you never have that in your deck anyways.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's a joke deck. Like, that card's in your deck because it's your favorite thing from Final Fantasy VIII, and you don't want people to say that it's never used. No, I use it.
No, yeah, it's in your deck because it's funny to kill someone with anything that attacks for 10,000.
I am assuming that the requirement to actually use that thing is ridiculous.
No.
Turn it sideways.
Yeah.
No.
It's whenever it attacks, it gets plus 9,999 / +0.
It's also not good.
It doesn't have trample.
Doesn't have trample. Doesn't have any evasion.
So it nukes whatever it hits, but it's not going to get to a player.
Yeah, it's a 1/7 that becomes a 10,007 when it attacks.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's...
Yeah, it has a 7 casting cost, so it's
Terrible.
Yeah, no, I see it.
Like, it is outright just not a card that actually gets played.
we'll get played in any competitive scene whatsoever.
Yes, it will
It's
get-
something funny as hell in Commander,
Yes.
but it's not going to play in any competitive scene whatsoever.
As opposed to Saz's Chocobo, which is frankly fucking busted as shit.
As well it should be. Until it becomes Chocolate and then therefore it can die in a fire.
A 1 green cost 0/1 with landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. I cannot stress to you how much ability green has in this set to play extra land.
In most sets.
Also, if you have Saz's Chocobo and Saz, it's fucking ludicrous. Saz's outright ability, so he's 1 green, 3 colorless, 3/3. When Saz Culinary enters, you may search your library for a bird or basic land card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and then shuffle. So you can just go get
Yeah.
Saz's Chocobo if you don't already have it. Whenever Saz Culinary attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, then double the number of +1/+1 counters on that creature.
Fucking A!
Yeah, Saz Catroy becomes makes things very ridiculous very quickly. He is genuinely considered a priority removal target in green, despite only being like a 3/3 himself.
Best character in 13 maintains being best character in 13 related stuff.
It's actually not true.
Okay, who do they make better?
Vanille is busted as shit.
Not happy with this statement. Granted, there are worse names that could have been said.
Like, Vanille is good on her own. She's a 3/2 for 4. When Vanille enters, mill 2 cards, then return a permanent card from your graveyard to your hand.
Okay.
At the beginning of your first main phase, if you both own and control Vanille and a creature named Fang Fearlessly, you may pay 3 colorless, 1 black, 1 green. If you do, exile them, then meld them into Ragnarok Divine Deliverance.
Okay, then.
So she's already actually quite good because you mill 2 and then basically pull any card from your graveyard,
Yeah.
which is like a very powerful mechanic to begin with. And then if you happen to have both her and Fang, you get fucking Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Overall, though, very good set, very interesting. Does a lot of really cool mechanical stuff.
I'm just happy they made a card for my boy.
Has a card named Torgal, a Fine Hound.
Yeah, I have some friends who are picking up the stuff, and I have been promised a copy of Mog if they get one.
Mog might be in the commander deck only.
Really? They have cards that are exclusive to the commander deck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I hope that is not the case. Don't know if my friend was able to get any of the commander decks other than Ishtar. And that was specifically because they were getting it for someone else.
If it was the case, Mog would be insanely cheap.
Yes.
Oh,
It's a guaranteed card.
yeah, fair.
It's a guaranteed card and stop. It's going to be pushing that deck to people.
Depending on how expensive they are, I might just collect all the Moogle related cards.
Yeah, there aren't that many. Like 3 or 4. Something like that. Easy to find too. They have their own unique creature type.
They do. That being said, depending on whether you count or not you count Choco Mog as a Moogle-related card, like, yeah, there's 4.
I would probably count it just because that does have a Moogle in it. I'm assuming that's a expensive one because it's a summon.
戦場はどこでも変わらない。
Summons aren't terribly expensive.
そこか。
I think Choco Mog is actually a common.
I mean, makes sense. So you lose like the first summon you get.
It's like
In 7.
it's uncommon at most. Yeah, it's a common. It's gonna be fucking pennies.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet.
And yes, Mog Moogle Warrior is only available in the 6 commander deck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they had commander decks themed off of specific games, a lot of the tertiary characters from that games are only in the commander decks,
Makes sense.
so they could free up more room in the base set, basically. They tried to get like 1 card for basically every character.
That's understandable. And Lord knows 6 has a shit ton of characters on its own.
Yep.
Yes, it does.
6 might have the biggest playable cast.
Almost certainly.
Can't think of another numbered game that comes close.
Sorry, outside of Mog himself, it looks like there are five Moogle cards because there is Summon Good King Mogglebog the 12th.
Hell yeah.
Otherwise known as Flood the fucking board with Moogles. And much like every other summon, he's a saga. So turn 1 is create 2 1/2 white Moogle creature tokens with lifelink.
Oh god, did they do a Moogle token card?
Yes, there's a Moogle token card. If there is something that creates a token, there's a token card for it. To create 2 1/2 white Moogle token. I mean, Mog also just creates Moogle tokens.
Makes sense.
It's sort of what Dance does. So Mog, for reference, is 1 colorless, 1 white, 1 red, 1/2 lifelink. At the Dance, at the beginning of your end step, each player may discard a card. Each player who discarded a card this way draws a card. If a creature card was discarded this way, you create a 1/2 white Moogle creature token with lifelink. Then if a non-creature card was discarded this way, put a +1/+1 counter on each Moogle you control. So he is extremely Moogle tribal. It's a good King Mogwog. Turn 1, create 2 1/2 white Moogle creature tokens with lifelinks. Turns 2 and 3, whenever you cast a non-creature spell this turn, create a token that's a copy of a non-saga token you control. You basically just copy your Moogle tokens.
Yep.
Yes, but if you're running Good King Mogwog, you're running it to do Moogle tokens. Because turn 4 is put 2 +1/+1 counters on each other Moogle you control. One more card if you consider Kate Smith to be a Moogle.
I personally don't.
A crap ton more cards if you consider changelings to be Moogles.
I mean, they are.
Exactly.
Animatronic stuffed Moogle is not a Moogle. I'd be more inclined to get Yuffie in the Moogle costume, which is adorable as hell.
It'll only cost you all of your Terra.
Okay, I'm not using it anyways. Also, I kind of sympathize with her. Though that's specifically because of Cyclone, not because of base 7. But also not surprising, she's an optional character that's barely fleshed out in the 7.
But the question is, do you mean Yuffie Materia Hunter, or do you mean Yuffie Kisaragi, which is definitely not just a reskin of Yuriko the Tiger Shadow?
Are either of them her in the Moogle costume?
No.
Then don't care.
Yuffie Materia Hunter is the actual set card, and Yuffie Kisaragi is bonus sheet, which is all just other cards renamed.
That descend to Earth and steal genetic material. They're going to way more if they need to.
Humans will give you genetic material if you ask. They're freaks like that.
But yeah, it's just like genuinely monstrous fucking things that have been reprinted in the bonus sheet for the Final Fantasy set. Like Akroma's Will is in there. I already mentioned they have fucking Lightning Bolt, Bolus Citadel.
What did Lightning Bolt get? Or Lightning Bolt get?
Fucking Urza Lord High Artificer is Terra. Counterspell is in there as Wild Rose Rebellion.
I can run Terra and make my friends hate me.
Brainstorm, which is Endwalker.
Okay, that's fair.
The one I find very funny. Well, they reprinted Teferi Mage of Zalfir. The Sorceress Adia.
Yeah, that makes sense. Time nonsense.
I was about to argue the case that Adia wasn't the time sorceress, but of course she was because she was possessed by Ultimation.
Uh-huh.
Yep, yeah.
Kirik, son of Yawgmoth, was reprinted as Emet Cassian.
He is another one I would consider getting the cards for.
There's two of them. There's that one
And
there's
the actual Emet
Yeah.
That's on the one. Perforos, God of the Forge, was reprinted as Kefka Palazzo. Godo, Bandit Warlord, is printed as Gilgamesh, Weapon Collector.
Yeah.
Thrum of the Vestige is Lightning Bolt.
Oh.
Sure.
Atraxa Grand Unifier is printed as Sephiroth the Savior. Yes, the actual set card, Emmett Selk Unsundered, which is decent.
Yeah.
The 2/4 for 1 a blue and a black. Vigilance. Whenever he enters or attacks, draw a card, then discard a card. At the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 14 or more cards in your graveyard, you may transform Emmett Selk into Hades, Sorcerer of Eld. With a 6/6 Vigilance. During your turn, you may play cards from your graveyard. If a card or token will be put into your graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead.
Behold, a sorcerer of Eld.
The flip was a May, right?
The flip is a May. Opposed to
Yes, you may transform it.
Okay.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
Just because, yes, there's significant downside to
Yeah,
Hades.
monster graveyard, basically.
Yep.
Ah, death is the greatest adventure. And there is what is, in my opinion, simultaneously the funniest and most fucked up transforming card in the set. Jekt, Reluctant Guardian. So he's a 4/3 for 3 and a black. Oh, yeah.
Plot.
It's the plot of Helgheim. But yeah, 4/3 for 3 and a black. Menace. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player, you may exile it, then return it to the battlefield transformed under its owner's control. It transforms into Braska's Final Aeon, which is a 3-round saga. The first 2 are Jekt Beam. Each opponent discards a card and you draw a card. And then turn 3 is Ultimate Jekt Shot. Each opponent sacrifices 2 creatures of their choice. It's also a 7/7 menace.
Jack too much. It's losing all meaning.
It loses all meaning less than an hour into that game.
Like a new type ghost.
Tiny new type ghost fairies. We need to build them tiny psycho frames.
No, we need to not. No.
As a treat.
No. You know nothing good ever comes from that.
Alright, fine. Walk out of the room. Hello, Anaheim Electronics.
Oh, god damn it.
That's not true. They used a psycho frame to stop a satellite cannon from destroying the colony.
It also probably prevented the Axis shock.
Probably also prevented the Axis. Extinction level events on Earth.
I mean, it caused the Axis shock.
Details.
Okay. It prevented Axis from impacting the Earth.
Well, technically, it didn't cause the Axis shock, which was the whole stopping.
Well, no,
of
no,
Axis falling apart.
No. It did cause the Axis shock, which was the
Yes.
new type resonance that occurred from them stopping Axis crashing into the Earth.
Yes.
It didn't cause Axis to be dropping onto the Earth.
That's what I mean.
The Psycho Frame did absolutely cause the Axis shock,
Yes, but
which
it's
is
not
the
really
new
a
type resonance.
Bad thing.
Yeah. Okay, it has done 2 good things among the many, many, many bad things it has done.
Turned Amuro into a swan ghost.
Okay, as far as that setting is concerned, or that entire timeline is
I would-
concerned,
I would argue-
new type stuff is not in the top 10 bad things that have happened.
That's right.
All of them are
argue that the,
conventional.
Mass mistreatment of new types is the cause of those issues, not psycho frame in and of itself.
That's true. If you are a normal, fairly mentally stable person, Psycho Frame doesn't really cause a whole lot of issues. Unfortunately, we keep putting these people we have locked in a box and poked with cattle prods since they were 3 years old into the fucking Psycho Gundam.
True.
Look, it's time to find an actual new type in the wild, so we need to make cyber new types.
This person I've been torturing is everything they want them to.
We don't
We
even
haven't-
put any cybernetics into them. I've just been poking this one with a broom for the past 3 years.
We have another Murasame to investigate the depths of how fucked up they are now.
5 Murasame.
Do.
Do. Yep.
Yes, they have a Murasame in G-Cux.
I really like the Psycho design in G-Cux.
Hi, I'm Glemmy. I'm a total piece of shit. I'm gonna make a pile of child
Out the
clones.
fucking airlock.
I'm literally going to clone this 10-year-old like a dozen times.
13. Or no, she's probably 12.
Yeah, technically we only know of 11 clones.
Yes.
There may have been more. We know there were at least 11. Unless Glemmy was pulling a Pig 3 joke.
It's like we know of at least 11, and we can assume Glemmy's involved, so there's probably more.
Oh.
It's okay though. We sent all those other clones to go have fun on the farm on Mars.
No. That's an entirely different cloning project.
Yep. Like
Those
we,
were not clones of Puder. Those were clones of Minerva.
Yep. Like we know what happened to the clones of Buddha. They mostly got killed.
Technically,
Yeah.
we know what happened to like 3 or 2 of the clones through, and 3 through.
No,
11, something happened.
No, we actually know that most of 3 through 11 got killed.
Yeah, they were piloting the mass-produced Kublas
Oh,
at
that's
the
right.
end of Double
Yeah.
Zeta. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't necessarily know that all of them died, but we know that the MP Kublai is at the end of, are being piloted by the other Puder clones.
More merciful when it happened to 3 or 12.
Yeah.
You pick one.
Yeah, basically. Sure. That's good. There are more Brave Police plot.
We do have a thing in this one. But again,
Oh, does
complete this mission.
got it.
We do have a thing to do in this one. Finish.
Okay, don't have to worry about a comic.
It is, it is technically an optional mission. So
Yes.
God, it's weird. Not that serious.
Oh, they're on opposite sides of the fart.
Let's see what's wrong with that. There's just a dead bird on the side of his head.
Got tangled in my hair.
he wishes it was dead.
It's still tangled in my hair. I'll argue they should never name one of their robots Dump Son.
It's Dumpson and his good friend Drill Boy.
Al and Joe.
Drill Boy, the soccer robot.
He does also
doing soccer
have
drills.
Just the most prominent thing you see on him is the giant soccer ball. Yeah.
Because he does soccer drills, clearly.
Made 2 ninja robots.
Well, they made one after the first one went rogue.
No, they trained together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just straight up had 2 ninja robots.
Yeah, they made 2 ninja robots.
They knew the first one
Then
would go
one
rogue.
went rogue.
Yeah. That's why the whole thing about getting
Kagero.
Kagero is sending Shadowmaru to go talk to him. They trained together. The whole. We made giant ninja robots that are somehow.
Well, yeah, they had to make 2 because technically they're not actually part of the same Brave Police team. They're their own team, and you can't have a team that's just one robot.
I'm more serious how you possibly hide a giant sized ninja robot.
I'm just disappointed that neither of them turns into a wolf and a helicopter.
They fixed that in Gao Gai Gar. don't
Yes, they did.
Get inside me.
Walk.
I bet everyone else leaves so we can have an excuse for
The con I
to
don't
have a
want.
conversation with God.
Not God right now. We're not in her world.
This is true. We are completely not in her role at the moment.
Like, she can somehow make kaiju out here, but other than that,
Well, I mean, she can make kaiju out here because Justice is still running around making kaiju for her.
yeah,
And she doesn't actually make the kaiju.
that's true. Does remind me, since we're sort of slowly creeping up on it, we got to do a group watch of Denazmon.
No,
I'd say we
watch
technically
what?
need to do a watch
Oh,
of Gridman first, but
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yes, it is worth watching Gridman.
Like, it's
you
not
don't
requ-
actually need to watch
Yeah.
Gridman to watch
It's not required
Denazmon. It's the same world, but it doesn't really. There is no actual like direct crossover per se, or at least
Gridman
not
universe,
like
but-
yeah. Well, that's Gridman universe. That's not Denazmon though. That's not going to be involved in Y as far as we know because it just lists Denazmon.
Yep.
Can't walk down the street without encountering your own arch nemesis.
Hey, he went looking for his arch nemesis.
How did you miss seeing him?
I'd be missing her.
Well, you see, Soldado J had a newspaper open in front of him on a park bench.
You got a hole cut out so you can see through it.
Doesn't even need that. If you've seen his helmet, he can't see anyways.
That's true. Guys, we can't beat him. Look how tight his shirt is. As we all know, the tightness of a shirt directly corresponds to how strong you are.
I don't think he's wearing a shirt. I think he just painted his upper torso.
Might have.
It's a skin-tight bodysuit. So I like how it feels.
How did he spill that much grimace shake on himself?
Also, if I remember correctly, he's a robot anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yep.
How do I know all these things? Because I am a robot.
Oh my god!
That's right. Sick from a young age. I was built
If I'm
inside.
recalling things correctly, he is also a super AI.
Well, they just
Yes.
said.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he didn't know.
He did not
suspected
actually
it.
know.
He wasn't aware he's a super AI, but he is a super AI.
Alright, what are we blowing up today?
It was an android all along.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You can't just say that.
Fucking Tony.
It's incredible how they managed to be racist on 2 levels.
Quick, there's a bunch of black chieftains sent in the brave police.
Oh,
no.
it just keeps getting worse.
You know what?
Stop resisting!
You know what? Let's go home.
Well, we're canceled.
all the Getter boys are like, adjusting the collar.
Stop using the baton, please. Before I use my gun, Max? No, don't use that either.
Alright, all the brave police need to get back on the ship immediately.
Yeah, let's send the soldiers. Oh god, no.
That's right. We'll send out members of the combat review to deal with these demons.
Oh, this is not getting any better.
We have decided, based on sensitivity lessons on board the Drive Trader, to not fight this fight. Good luck, City.
But they're gonna destroy the city.
We will kindly ask you not to destroy the city, and then we'll be on our way.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Guys, it's okay. We can send out the combat review. Taiga has assured me he has a black friend. She lives in Harlem.
Oh my god.
I guess that's technically not wrong.
He said, I can't be racist. My girlfriend is black.
That's a good thing no one watches our
Oh,
this content. People watch our D&D content for reasons. No one watches this content.
Now we have a large amount of views on the SRW video that's entitled D&D in Hindsight Sandstorm.
Steal my views!
You can fix that! And only you
You're
can
one
fix
of the
that!
only people who can fix that.
I can technically fix it too. I actually have access to that account. I'm just lazy.
You can also give me access to that and I would fix it too. but
I
that's
can't
never
fix it.
better
I just find it funny.
I don't remember the password off the top of my head,
You have to reset it every time.
but I don't want to go into the reset it, so I have to log into my phone that has it before auto logs it every time. And I don't want to do all the edits on my phones until I log into my
you can. There is an option in the menus to give other accounts permission to do shit on the channel. You just have to set your own actual.
I'm aware, but I tried to do that and just couldn't find the option.
I stumbled across it the other day. I can probably guide you to it.
Sounds like too much work.
I was specifically looking through the options to do that so I could just make my actual main Gmail account access the YouTube channel so I don't have to screw around with something.
There.
We should do that later because I'd like to have access to it too for basically the same reason. I could put cover pages on things for reasons.
Set up playlists.
So what I'm hearing is we can change every one of our SRW30 videos to have that same starter image of the Barbatos that somehow coincidentally ended up being the image
on like
for
twice of them, yeah.
for 2 episodes in a row.
Yes, we could.
Threw Vince and I for a loop briefly where we were like, wait, did we double upload but have different episode numbers? And it's like, no, they're different timestamps, they're different lengths.
Yeah.
They are actually different videos. It's just literally they caught the same frame of animation of the attack.
You say make playlists. The reason I've actually logged in recently to make a playlist.
Let's make playlists because somebody specifically
Someone
requested the
asked
D&D
if
and
we could
hindsight
put all
stuff to
the
be
D&D stuff in
playlisted.
Playlist, and I was like, yeah, sure.
There.
I mean, I used to put all of our stuff in playlists,
We
but
just haven't
then,
done it in a long time.
yeah, because fucking nobody watches our channel, so why put in the effort?
Yeah, this was a case like, oh, people actually watch our D&D content and do occasionally, like, actually comment on it. I guess I'll actually go in and make a playlist for it.
Yeah. I was waiting to see how he was going to phase out of existence and pass the mic through his body.
Gonna bend the bar in, move further back, and move around there.
That's okay though. We have some exciting new content starting tomorrow.
It's true.
Return of Digimundos.
So I've completed my Gen 6 championship run and started into Ultra Moon. Okay, it's not just brutal to the Soul Link Nuzlocke. That starting game is brutal for anything that's not fighting Hal. Like the teacher that challenges you in the school.
Yeah.
She specifically has a Pokemon that is the strong one for what you the strong starter against yours. And if you aren't prepared for that, she'll one-shot all your stuff.
Well, that's fine. The regular one, you don't lose the second round.
Yep.
And yeah, looking it up, like the general estimates put Hacker's Memory at around 40 hours.
Okay.
こっちは小回りで攻める
Our on-stream time will probably actually be significantly shorter than that because I'm definitely going to do off-stream grinding to get more powerful stuff than we're really supposed to have at a given point.
Yeah, if we were doing off-stream grinding too.
Yeah.
早いよありがとうお父さん
Digital.
Yeah. Digivolutions and de-Digivolutions.
Do the bouncing thing. What's needed to get the stats up.
Yeah, I did find a useful utility that is actually somebody made an actual like planner
Oh, nice.
that actually shows you like
Do
you
this,
you need
default to this.
Yeah.
They true villain in the shadows again.
Could be anyone.
Well, the thing you have to remember is we have like 6 different series that all do the true villain hiding in the shadows. We have to give all of them their opportunity to have the true villain hiding in the shadows.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, this isn't even the first one in this series.
No, it's a Brave series. They do it like every 6 episodes.
Victim was the guy hiding in the shadows. Now it's the guy. Now it's Tony, I assume.
Well,
hiding in the shadows.
it wasn't even Victim first, because first it was the guy that made the evil super AIs.
Oh, that's
Yep.
true. Yes. Then it was Victim.
Then it was so he was hiding in the shadows, being the one behind the evil super AIs. Then he was revealed. Then Victim was revealed to be the one manipulating him.
Right.
Only I can kill Grim.
So I do know that they couldn't do this, and also that like they wouldn't do it. But it would be really funny to me if when we weren't in the specific virtual town, they actually used the like real life version of Akane.
That'd be good. It wouldn't make sense, but
That'd be funny.
it would be interesting.
I mean, it would make sense insofar as that's her real life self.
It would make sense to have real life Akane be in this role of Hunter, but it's not the
Yeah.
like simulation.
Not the
world.
Complo Reploid version, yeah. or whatever.
But the whole thing is that in the real world, she's just a regular person.
Yes.
So she can't summon Kaiju or anything like that in the real world. And that's not even getting into the principle or concept that all the members of the Gridman Alliance are just actually fragments of Akane, given some sort of sentience.
I don't have the baton anymore.
Oh god damn.
Oh, you have to use a gun then.
I don't know, there's no good son this one.
Yards.
I was not expecting the counter retort. Well played.
Goofy's a combat veteran. He can totally fight.
That's true.
Or the King's Guard. The only member of the King's Guard?
Fought along.
Does
I
Pluto?
don't remember if Donald was technically also.
No, he's the court magician.
That's right, Carpenter. Yeah. Yeah, remember the King's Guard? Fights along the Clouds Hero Sora. Fought in the filthy four-leg war. It's a shame Pluto killed his wife. The two legs won, but Pluto still killed his wife against this thing next to him.
Yeah, Pluto turned on his own forces and got amnesty.
And yes, Goofy is technically the captain of the Royal Knights, which does imply there are other Royal Knights, but we have never seen one.
Correct.
I would love if they referred to the other Royal Knights as the Goof Troop. Theoretically out sometime next.
What is?
Kingdom Hearts 4.
Ah. Do we have any theoretical plot?
It takes place in the land of Cardinal, becoming the land of fiction.
Do you want me to start?
Yeah, we have time.
We might as well. It's more important than what's going on here.
Excuse me, I'm gonna walk home. I think it might be a less painful trip.
I will also
And take
be
long- or
required
take
to
less
play
time.
Kingdom Hearts 3 again before that comes out, so we can actually
Remind.
Remind stuff first.
Yep, we gotta do Remind. We will not do Melody of Memory on stream because we don't want to get copyright struck
Yeah, well,
to hell
we
and
can
back.
talk about
but we
that.
can talk about the only plot relevant
5-minute
stuff.
scene that matters.
Yeah.
Like we could probably do something equivalent to talking romper on it. Watch a
It's not even worth doing that. It's literally like
it's like 5
it's literally
minutes.
like the last like 5 minutes of the game are the only thing that's actually plot relevant. Other than that, it is literally just a recap of the plots of every other Kingdom Hearts game.
oh wow, I thought they wove some stuff in and
No.
literally just the last 5 minutes.
Yes.
Oh,
It is quite
Pretty
limited.
much just the after
Because the whole thing is that the whole like it's like the 2 minutes at the start that explain the premise of the game, i.e., they are sending Kairi on a memory dive to try and locate where Sora went after the events of 3 and Remind.
And you play a melody.
Then you play the whole Melody game, which is literally just running back through all the plots of all the other Kingdom Hearts games. Then you get to like the final level, which has like a 5-minute cutscene explaining like, oh, we located Sora. He's in the world of fiction, otherwise known as real world fucking Tokyo.
Yep.
But it's basically, here's some timer of the game. Here's 5 minutes or so cutscene that actually.
Okay.
Even my white whale that is recoded has more relevance.
I was gonna say someday I'll play that just to see how bad the actual game was, but no, I won't.
怪獣からみんなを守るために
Yeah, basically there's like a final fight she has with essentially Memory Terra Xehanort, who tells her if you arrive in a world that's neither light nor darkness but somewhere on the other side, your task will be far from easy. The fight happens. She goes back to the place where Evan Yenzo and Ansem the Wise are running this whole operation, relays that line to them, to which Ansem, it's like, oh, he must be talking about a world beyond reality, the world of fiction. Riku shows up at that point. Basically, he's like, hey, what'd you guys find? And just as Kyrie's about to start explaining, the fairy godmother wanders in and is like, you two are 2 of the 3 keys to finding Sora. You gotta go come here to me with to the final world to meet the third key, the Nameless Star, which is presumably whose apartment Sora is in. Tells them that of her encounter with Sora in her world, which is real world Tokyo, the world of fiction. Based on Riku's descriptions of the dreams he's had, Nameless Star says that Sora must be in the city of Quadratum, which Riku then goes through the Nameless Star as a portal to go to the city of Quadratum. Kairi stays behind.
Can't have Kyrie.
And then Kairi, in the post-credit scene, goes back to the mysterious tower to tell the only person who is more useless in the events of Kingdom Hearts than her, Yen Sid, what has gone down, because Yen Sid has actively made things worse.
Yep.
Yen Sid tells Donald and Goofy to let everybody know, because everybody's basically been out searching for Sora. It's like, hey, we know where he is. We can stop searching. Kairi then fucks off to go continue training under Aqua. Yen Sid tells Mickey to go to real world Tokyo.
This is just one really long advertisement for Tokyo Disney.
And also somehow claims that real world Tokyo is tied to the ancient Keyblade Masters and Scala ad Calum.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
It is worth noting, by the way, just so we are 100% clear here, that city of Quadratum that she claims that Sora is in based on like the descriptions of Riku's dreams and that Riku went through a portal to, that is the city of Verum Rex.
Yep. Well, of course, it's the world of fiction, and he is fictional in Kingdom Hearts.
Look,
Also in
Kingdom
real
Hearts
life.
is real and light.
Which Kingdom Hearts?
That's a good question.
The Kingdom Hearts of Hearts,
Or the Kingdom Hearts of Worlds.
or the Kingdom Hearts of Kingdom Hearts?
Could be the Kingdom Hearts of Kingdom Hearts.
I both love and deeply hate this series. I need that isekai psychiatrist to come and help me with this.
I know you're not understanding. It's all very clear, very simple.
That's a lie.
I mean, there are multiple Kingdom Hearts.
One of them is light. Maybe.
There are multiple Kingdom Hearts. Nobody's have no emotions.
And
That makes them angry. Thank you, Vince.
I will angrily monologue about the fact that we have no emotion. Time travel is a simple process. You will constantly ignore that lore-wise. We have like a character who's been able to be a Keyblade wielder literally since she's appeared on screen, but we won't do anything with her ever, despite having so many games.
I mean, they
Toadie
did do something with her.
Crusader.
They fridged her.
You have like Sora and Riku showing up or effectively at just existing since the start of the series, wielding Keyblades perfectly fine. Kairi needs to have like 2 entire games where all she's doing is training to use a Keyblade.
Well, okay, in fairness, Sora cheated.
Yeah, Sora did cheat.
cheated. Riku didn't.
No, but that's because Riku is actually the chosen one. It's also why he passed the fucking exam of mastery on his first try.
Yep.
A thing Sora still hasn't actually done.
He also was trained, sort of, before getting a Keyblade.
Busy.
Because he was using that sort of
currently
darkness
busy.
before he actually got the Keyblade.
It's a sword. But
They both went to take the exam of mastery at the same time, and Sora immediately fucking fell asleep.
Immediately.
That's okay, so did everyone who played that game.
Game was fine, actually. It was.
the game was fine when you weren't trying
Sorry.
to play it on the DS.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say the game was fine on the port.
Yes.
Yes, the port was fine. Trying to play that game on the DS with
Misery.
crackhead camera on a tiny screen was fucking awful.
Can't believe I was I temped for Square Enix for that game. So one of the Comic Cons I went through a placement agency, and they had me working the event at like the big Nintendo room when they were showcasing Dream Drop Distance.
This is the Dream Drop bucket.
You know the boy.
It should be noted, of all the games I played there, that was probably the least enjoyable, including the Wii U, which had not been released yet, and it's absolutely atrocious calibration for that pen.
All right, that's probably about where we're going to call it for here. So we'll be back tomorrow with the kickoff of the triumphant return of Digimondays as we start off Digimon Stories Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory. On Thursday, we're doing more D&D in Hindsight, as well as Warhammer 40k Chaos Gate Demon Hunters. And right back here next Sunday with more Super Robot Wars 30. Thank you all for joining us again. Until then, I've been Bograt.
I've been the Krampus.
I've been Shiv.
I've been Hunter Green.
And I'm Vincent.